Hello everybody and welcome back to another top 5 list with the worst Pokemon of each generation going on again. Anyway, this is Generation 4. I have a soft spot for this generation, and although it's not bashed as much as say Generation 5, I don't see people give it enough love. It's still pretty creative and I enjoyed playing through the games. I also feel like it took quite a few risks, and quite a bunch of them paid off. It's probably my third favorite, underneath Generation 3 and 2. But there are still a good amount of Pokemon from this generation that just plain suck. As always, this is entirely my opinion. Write yours in the comments below, but be nice about it. If you're not, I will delete them. Anyway, this is my top 5 worst Pokemon of Generation 4. Number 5. Purugly. Many people say this Pokemon is pretty ugly, hence its name, kind of. I don't see it, but I do see how people can dislike this thing. Its design is pretty weak. I oftentimes forget this thing even existed. And while it's not as bad as a lot of others, it's still not very good. It's meh in battle. Its basic form Glameow is adorable and likable, so I'd better keep it as that. Not the worst, but still not very good. Number 4. Kricketune. The staple bug Pokemon of each generation aren't always the best, but they usually have a bit of charm to them, at least for me. But as those Pokemon go, this one is by far the weakest. It's a bit quirky, and I can't really hate on this guy too much, but I still know a bad Pokemon when I see one, and this guy is kinda bad. Its design is meh, the only notable thing really being the mustache it has, which, nice mustache, but still. It's not very good in battle, or really even in casual. Overall, this is a pretty weak entry in this generation. It just doesn't leave much of an impression, except for that mustache. Number 3. Lumineon. As forgettable and bland Pokemon go, Lumineon makes it pretty high on that list. Sure, its design is not horrible, but if it was, that would make it more memorable. Instead, it's just a meh Pokemon that doesn't even really create a soft spot for how quirky it is. It's just there. Nothing really stands out about it. It's not horrible. It's not amazing. It's just bland, like a plain saltine cracker. It's not very good in battle. It's just meh. So, no impression. There isn't much to hate, because there isn't much there, period. It leaves much less of an impression that Kricketune does, because it just doesn't have any quirkiness to it. Overall, it's just there, basically. Number 2. Bastiodon. Now we're getting into the really bad ones. I generally don't hate fossil Pokemon, but this one is just ugly as hell. It's a great defender, don't get me wrong, and I could see it used in battle, but I'd much rather use like a Claydol or a Cradily than this guy. It's very ugly, and I just can't bring myself to use it. I don't like its design at all. It doesn't have that fossil Pokemon charm, and it's easily overshadowed by its far superior counterpart, Rampardos. It's a step down from its basic evolution, Shieldon, because Shieldon's kinda cute, even more so than Purugly. My advice? Choose Cranidos. It's much better. And number 1. Licky. This bastard is a huge failure. Generation 4 made a big risk with giving previously unevolving Pokemon new evolutions, whether baby form or a second form, and I think they usually paid off. Bonsai and Mr. Mime Jr. are pretty cute. Not Mr. Mime Jr., sorry, I made a mistake there. Mime Jr. is way better than Mr. Mime, by the way, hands down. And Weavile is one of my top 20 favorites. Tangrowth, Electivire, Magmortar, and Yanmega are great second forms, and Magnezone and Togekiss are awesome third forms. Well, Rhyperior is kinda lame. However, Licky takes the case as a horrible evolution. Okay, because I keep fucking up this one, jeez. Sorry. My apologies. While I don't love Lickitung, it was at least cool and it was kind of fun. Licky feels like an actual step down in evolution, and I mean like survival evolution. Like, real evolution, not Pokemon evolution. It gains like 100 pounds, its tongue becomes shorter, its stubby arms are pretty much useless, and it just feels like it would be bullied so much by other Pokemon and just killed off. This fat bastard has a stupid design, and it's just too easy to pick on this damn thing. Its stats are not horrible, but it's just so stupid, I really don't like it. Plus, its name is even dirtier than Lickitung. How the fuck do you do that? I feel like this was on purpose. Licky is definitely a Pokemon I choose to avoid. But, well, that's just my take. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Also, make sure to check out my supporters, all that great stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, suckers.